Time, July 12th, the president planning a three-day visit to the UK, where he'll meet with Prime Minister Theresa May. He'll also meet with the Queen. But according to the UK's Daily Telegraph, the UK government has told President Trump he should not meet with the European Parliament member Nigel Farage during his visit. And wouldn't you know it, Nigel Farage joins us right now. What do you know about that?
Do you know, ever since I appeared on a campaign platform with Donald Trump in Mississippi back in August 16, the UK government has been paranoid about my relationship with the US president, my broader relationship with the administration. They're embarrassed, I think, that I've got good relations with Donald Trump and with many others, and they're trying to deny the fact that I even exist. It is frankly stupid. It is ludicrous. The truth is that relations between the UK government under Mrs. May and the American administration under Trump are not as good as they should be. Right. And rather than banning me from meeting the president, and by the way, I'm not sure how well he'll take to being told who he should choose to meet or not, what they should be doing is using me as a bridge between the two. I'm just not sure at the moment the UK government is bright enough to understand that.
So a couple of things. Have you been told, or have you been able to confirm the fact that this is true, that they have come out and banned you from, or tried to ban you from meeting with the president? And number two, have you spoken with the president or anybody at the White House about it?
Well, in the last 18 months, ever since the president tweeted, many people in Washington think Nigel Farage would make a good UK ambassador. The government in Downing Street have been climbing the walls. Look, they hate me. They hate me because I forced Brexit upon them.
So, you may not know it's true, but you think you have every reason to believe, based on history, that it is true.
It is a completely consistent pattern of behaviour. What I do know is the briefing that you've read, written up in a UK newspaper. What I know for fact is that came from the Prime Minister's office. So, yes, it is true. I've not spoken to the President. I've spoken, should I say, to people close to him. Look, I don't want to embarrass him coming on this trip. If he wants to meet me, I'll meet him, but I won't force it.
So you don't know whether that'll happen?
Let's wait and see. I don't know. You don't know. And the great thing about Donald Trump is nobody ever can, predict what Trump may do. Well, that's true.
That's definitely true. Like it or not, you don't know what's coming next, even at this rally in the next hour. The thing about this trip is a lot of it's been a lot of back and forth about whether it would happen, how it would happen, would it be an official visit, this and that. And then this story is getting some attention. The mayor of London approves a request from protesters. You're already shaking your head, I see that. To essentially, well, here it is, to fly this blimp. It's a blimp that's designed to look like an infant President Trump during the visit. So what do you make of that?
Look, in a free society, people are able to protest. They can hold up a placard. They can draw a cartoon. That is freedom of expression and speech, and we all believe in that. But what is happening here is that in Parliament Square, right in front of our ancient Parliament, this blimp of Donald Trump as a baby will be flying 100 foot in the air. And do you know why? Because Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, has given permission for this to happen. I think it makes my country look like a laughingstock. There is no country in the world that would insult the US president in this way. And I would beg, I would plead with Fox viewers and with all Americans, please, next Friday, when you see this ridiculous spectacle next to our Parliament, don't judge the whole of my country by it. Judge Mayor Sadiq Khan by it.
Now, I want to get your take on another issue while we have you here, Nigel, on foreign policy, because this is important. We've been talking about a lot of other things, but North Korea, the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, will be there in Pyongyang. He's set to arrive there, and it'll be the first time since the Singapore summit that we get a get-together between the U.S. and North Korea. But there have been a lot of stories here, I guess the last week or so, that have led to some skepticism about whether Kim Jong-un really is going to abandon his nuclear arsenal, or whether he's adding to it, or he's hiding it, or whatever the case might be. What do you make? Are you skeptical now after maybe reading and hearing about some of this? And what do you think Mike Pompeo can do about it?
Look, you've been through years of Obama making big public declarations about things he would do and then delivering nothing. That's what Western world politics has been like. The point about this Trump administration is they don't just make big gestures, they try to actually do things. Now, look, the very fact a meeting happened was great, but what everybody wants to see now is some action. The fact Mike Pompeo is back there trying to make this happen shows the will of this regime to get a result. It doesn't guarantee a result,
right?
But I think Pompeo is doing exactly the right thing.
Real quick, Nigel, when do you walk away? How do you know when to walk away? You know, how do you know they're not playing you in a situation like this?
Well, all through history, you know, we've seen, you know, peace deals, accords, and people breaking them.
Yep.
You know, Winston Churchill once said, "Jaw jaw is better than war war." And right at the moment, America and North Korea are going through jaw jaw. Let's keep that process going as long as we possibly can.
Jaw jaw it is. All right, we'll continue to check in with you, Nigel, and maybe any update on the president's visit as well. Thanks for joining us this evening. We appreciate it.